and let's actually read some 1-star reviews, but only about national parks.
Yeah.
Because to me, that's the funnier one. Where it's like, you have literally critiqued.
This is where I take my glasses off.
You've critiqued nature. This is for the Grand Canyon.
Oh, okay.
Which is the greatest thing I've ever seen. I thought maybe I should read this review with the Cowboy JT.
Yeah,
okay.
I think so.
All right. Honestly, I don't get it. It's just a big old hole in the ground. I mean, it does have a beautiful view, but people over there hyping about a big old hole in the ground. Hours and hours of just walking around this hole. Sorry to sound harsh.
Sorry to sound harsh. But there's one review that says, horrible place. Every tree in it should have been either chopped or burnt down long ago. That's his review. That's it.
Wow.
1 star, bro.
All right.
1 star.
I got one.
And somebody clicked the helpful like button.
It's the Twerk Ethic Show. Go Nate. Go Nate. Go Nate. Go Nate. Go Nate. Go Nate. Twerk Ethic. What are we watching? Twerk Ethic. The best show on the planet. Oh.
Twerk Ethic.
Well, welcome back to the live. It's not live. I shouldn't say that. The normally scheduled Twerk Ethic Show.
Hey, everybody.
Hey. How you doing, man?
It's good to be back. I've been here in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So feels good to be back.
Yeah, it is. It is good to be back. It feels good to be back.
I haven't seen you in a couple weeks.
Yeah. I'm a little more tan.
Yeah. I see that.
Most of that is from mowing the grass.
Mm.
Yeah. You didn't have glasses on. Now you have glasses on.
I do.
Kind of
I had to
going for different, seeing what your vibe is today.
Well, it was I'm nearsighted, so I don't necessarily have to have these on for the podcast.
Yeah.
But I've had them on this whole time.
Yeah.
So I might as well just stick with it.
Don't freak the people out.
Right.
Unless you want to, and the people get over it. It's all about what you want.
I could freak them out if I wanted to.
Most of it was from mowing the grass, my tan, because it rained like half the time we were there at the beach.
Oh.
But we made the best of it. We went to some used bookstores.
Nice.
I got a lot of really good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm reading more this year than I ever have. And it's because I've added fiction into the mix. So there for a while, I could only read so many books because it was very dense history or nonfiction.
Yeah.
But I've added fiction in the mix, and now I'm in. I get it. I understand why people like fiction now.
Fiction's pretty cool.
Had to get the right the right author, I guess, and the story is very. If the story's very intriguing, I'm in. So
yeah,
I read.
Why do you think I'm in Star Wars?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. Actually,
fiction and science. Science fiction. Oh yeah.
I actually thought about reading Harry Potter.
Oh, okay.
Harry Potter.
I hear those are great books.
How does Michael do it? Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Because I don't like the Harry Potter movies.
Yeah.
Go ahead and attack me, mob. I just don't. But I've been
leave it down in the comment section.
Yeah, but I've been told that I probably would like the books. So I'm like, okay.
I think so.
I'll try the book and see what I'm working with.
Also, Lord of the Rings, I hear the book is fantastic.
But I'll flip it.
Yeah.
I read The Hunt for Red October. And
Tom Clancy.
Yeah. The book was just so I don't know why I said I flipped it. This is actually a confirmation. The book was so much better than the movie. And I really liked that movie.
Right.
Maybe that's why I was saying I flipped it, because they both work.
Okay.
So like the Hunt for Red October
the movie's awesome.
Is awesome.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of things in there that are different.
Sure.
Like actually main characters die in the movie and they don't die in the book. That kind of stuff, that's a little different.
That, and I know Jurassic World is coming out this weekend. And, well, when you see this video, it's already out.
Yeah.
But I read some of The Lost World.
Oh, Michael Crichton or whatever?
Yeah. Michael Crichton. And when you said some people die in the movie, but they don't die in the book, opposite.
Oh.
You remember the part where the original Jurassic Park was like, Dotson, we got Dotson here.
No, but I had to learn that because you quoted it all the time.
I did.
And then I was like,
I rewatched. Cody drove a Dotson.
That's right.
That's why.
So I actually rewatched the movie with Sarah Carter. And I said, we have to pay attention to this part. Yeah. All I know is Dotson.
Yeah.
We got Dotson.
Yeah.
And she's like, what are you talking about? I was like, Nate says this all the time. And then when the scene finally happened, I was like, now I have the context.
Right.
Anyway, I know what you're talking about, but I didn't until you quoted.
Apparently he's in the Lost World and he dies a horrible, gruesome death.
Wow.
I don't know why it's funny. But he just, when I was reading, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is horrible.
How long ago did you read this?
Oh man.
A long time ago?
Yeah, I think I might have still been in high school. Maybe.
Okay. So
it's been a while.
I don't really know how we got on that. Oh, we were talking about me going to the beach. The bookstores and
beach
stuff
books.
Like that. So yeah, we had a great time, but
nice.
Super glad to be back.
Yeah.
I do want to do something, bring something to the show that you had talked about doing. We talked about doing. But before that, it's time to do an Alex file.
It is now time for the Alex Files.
Ooh.
The X being capitalized.
Oh, kind of like the X-Files.
No, it's the Alex Files.
But the X is capitalized like the X-Files.
Just a coincidence. Alex Files.
Boom. So
I sounded so upset with you during
I
that.
know. Just for the new people, Alex Morrison, all things real estate. For real estate,
yup,
you get more, son.
Yup.
Sends us a file. It could be a word, a song, a video. We don't really know.
No.
And we react to it.
Yep.
So that's what we're going to do here. What is the Alex file?
Whippersnapper.
Whippersnapper.
Yo, little whippersnapper, you.
Yo, whippersnapper. I actually have, I have bad mojo, bad vibes.
Oh.
Memories, whatever the word is, with that word.
Okay.
And it almost always has to do with cigar lounges. So, cigar lounges that are not Lajero tend to have pretty rude owners.
Yeah.
And
to say the least.
Typically, some of them are racist. Some of them are just jerks.
Yeah.
And some of them are like I'll walk in.
But not racist jerks.
No. Never both.
Never both.
That's mighty observation. That's an astute observation.
Right.
So I sometimes go in to these lounges and I'm treated like, oh, you whippersnapper, you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've never been called whippersnapper, thank God, because I think I might lose it. But yeah, I've been into lounges before where they have straight up been extremely mean.
Yeah.
And it's just because they assume I don't know what I'm talking about. But most of the time, I know far more than they do about cigars.
Yeah.
Even though they're twice my age.
Yeah,
But
you've been smoking since you was 8.
since I was 7.
Oh, 7.
It's not
Sorry.
true. Gosh, I don't have a great experience with that word.
Yeah.
And this one time I went to the liquor store. It was like last year.
Yeah.
And I got treated this way. But it was by a customer. I was picking out some whiskey, something else I'm pretty knowledgeable about.
Yeah.
And this guy was just kind of being a jerk to me. And I was like, whatever. And we went up to the thing to pay. And he was like, make sure you check his ID. And it just, it's the whole whippersnapper thing. So I looked at him. I said, yeah, for sure. Also, make sure you check his pulse because he's old. That's what I said. And the guy didn't like that. And I don't care.
Yeah.
Because it made me so mad.
Right.
It's like, dude, look at me.
Yeah.
I'm bourbon age.
Yeah.
For sure.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Maybe you should say something lighter. Because again, whippersnapper brings out a negative side of me.
Yeah. I can see that. Whippersnapper it just takes me back to when I was a kid.
We're already to a better start.
Right.
Okay.
Look at that little whippersnapper over there.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know what the meaning of it is. I just heard the term before. Whippersnapper. I don't hardly know her. I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do with that or what a young whippersnapper is. Apparently, maybe they're just young and they move fast.
Yeah.
He's just whipping around there. Just snap, he's gone. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
So it was, yeah.
I don't know whether to whipper or snapper or whatever.
Yeah. Red snapper.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
I just had
now.
red snapper at the beach.
Did you?
Oh my gosh. It's nice and sweet and fishy.
Yeah.
Which my thing is, if I'm going to eat fish, I want it to be fishy.
Yeah, it better be fishy.
A lot of people are like, it was fishy. Well, I want my steak to be steaky.
Yeah.
I want my burger to be
Beefy.
burgery.
Yeah.
And I want my fish to be fishy.
Yeah. You want it to smell like fish, taste like fish,
talk like fish.
It is a fish. Breathe like a fish.
It is officially
a fish.
Yes.
Go fish.
Well, you had a better nice. I'm sitting here trying to think of more or whatever. You had a better.
It's a scale.
We should probably wave this bit goodbye.
Right?
Ocean wave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I got you. Are we Finn?
Ish.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
I was saying that yours is much lighter memories than mine. Mine was like very
I don't get
scrappy.
I don't get super aggressive when I hear whippersnapper.
You're not that aggressive of a human.
Well, no. I mean, if somebody call me whippersnapper today,
it's over.
I'm killing somebody. Just
I think for me, a lot of people don't know this about me, but I am very scrappy and I'm a very nice guy until you push me in a corner.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna wish you never did that.
Well, it's a trigger thing. I mean, obviously whippersnapper is a trigger thing for you.
Yeah.
Somebody snapped at me the other day.
Oh,
Jeremy! Ha! I wanted to slam their face into a wall and leave an imprint. It was so it was like, guys.
Oh no!
And I know.
No,
you are not my father.
Yeah.
And if my dad does it, I get mad at him because he snapped at me.
I can't imagine your dad snapping at you. That's kind of a weird thing to do. Yeah, it's a trigger thing for me. I think it's when someone acts more, I don't know, when it feels disrespectful to me.
Sure.
And when someone treats me now I love older people. I love
Well, yeah.
hanging out with them and learning. If you look around me, most everyone is older than me. But I
Mhm.
don't like when the older people treat me like I don't know anything. I was fine with that when I was a
Yeah.
kid.
Right.
But
Yeah.
like I am a grown man
Yeah.
and I don't like being talked that way. And I will
Defend myself
I
against
will.
senior citizens.
yeah, I will defend myself against those who are unable to physically fight.
I'll hit an old man in public.
I'll hit an old man. Don't put it past me.
I don't care if
No.
he's got glasses on or not.
And it's typically not. What's funny about it is that vibe is typically not from the senior citizens. It's
Yeah.
people who might be, I don't know, 15, 20 years older than me.
Right.
And just don't like it.
Yeah.
So pro tip, if you're around me, don't push me into a corner. You're going to hate it.
Yeah.
You're going to
It's
hate
like a
it.
cobra
Yeah.
in the corner. Just slap. Dead meat.
Well, that's the end of the Alex file.
Oh, good one, Alex.
I loved how awkward that exchange was. It reminded me last night. I was watching The West Wing, and one of the characters does something awkward, and the girl goes, "Did you take an awkward pill?" And I was like, "I've never heard that, but I kind of like it because he was he like did this thing. It was just like so awkward, and he did it like 2 or 3 times. And she's like, "Did you take an awkward pill or something?" It was pretty funny.
Oh my.
Anyhow, that was a nice large Alex file.
So you were at the beach last week.
Yes.
I was at camp last week.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun. Really, really hot.
You were a lot of fun, or that was a lot?
I mean, I was pretty.
Okay.
I was pretty awesome.
All right.
But no, I had a fun week with some friends over there. And then before that, if you notice,
Boston.
I got this at Fenway Park.
Very jealous.
Yeah.
Super jealous. Bucket list.
Wish you were there. We should have been there 2 years ago, but stupid COVID
Yeah.
wrecked that up.
Yeah.
And we were going to see them play the Braves at Fenway.
Ridiculous.
But
So this means that we probably need to go to Wrigley Field together.
boom.
Because have you been to Dodger Stadium?
No.
See, I've been to Dodger Stadium.
I've only been to like 3 or 4 parks.
And I haven't been to Fenway.
Okay.
So we should together go to Wrigley.
Okay.
But I
I'm
would
down.
love to go to Fenway. Was it awesome?
Oh, it was great. It was so cool. Dude, the atmosphere there was like Friday night high school football. Because, like there's an insurmountable of colleges in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
And we were clearly in the student section. And, but which was like, it was almost straight away center field, but it was where the right field and center field like corner, it's a weird angle.
Mm-hmm.
But we were right there next to, and up from us, one row behind us was the bar, basically.
Yeah.
And, but we were sitting up there. We had some room, a couple of chairs in between us, and people in Boston, they're not portly as some of us Southerners are.
Mm-hmm.
So the chairs were really, really tiny.
Yeah.
But I had nobody on either side of me.
Portly.
So I was just like,
It's great. And you saw
I was husky.
You saw a Grand Slam too, right?
Saw Grand Slam in the Green Monster.
Wow.
And dude proposed on the Green Monster.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
And Mug, they were doing the kiss cam or whatever.
Yeah.
They got to that part, and then Mug, he didn't get on all fours. He got on one knee.
Yeah. So
Boom.
oh,
But dude, the weather was great. It was awesome. Just like the people were super into it. You know, I mean, it's the Northeast.
Yeah.
They love baseball up there. So it was it was a fun night. I was just like, man, I wish old JT was here. But
well, I hope to live a lot longer than I currently sit at.
Sure.
So I'm hoping that I can do that. It's on my bucket list.
For sure.
That one, Wrigley, and Dodger Stadium. I already did Dodger Stadium, so I got...
That'd be cool.
Now, there are other fields I want to go to, but they're not necessarily on my bucket list.
Right.
And the cool thing about Fenway is, like, I mean, they could make the decision soon to, like, knock it down.
Right.
And so you've been there.
Yeah.
To the original. Where it's like, we can never go to Yankee Stadium.
Yeah. Right.
Because it's gone.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
So Fenway is just super cool that you went there. That's why I'm hoping I can go there at Wrigley.
Yeah.
Before
I don't think they're going to knock any
kick
down anytime soon.
The bucket. What I was wanting to do on the show today was I'd like to introduce a new segment, which we're loving right now, right? We're introducing all kinds of new segments.
Oh, a segment.
Yeah.
I was looking for somebody.
Oh, no. A segment on the show, which we like. We have Rushmore. We have This Day in History. We have one that we haven't done in a while, the Will They Swipe Right? Right?
Yeah. Will you swipe right?
Ring, ring.
If I call you tonight, will you swipe right on your iPhone? Or flip phone, whatever you have.
Motorola Razr.
Nokia brick.
We have the good news segment called Twerk Ethic Times New Roman.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be hot.
Where good news, where it's, what is it?
Oh, yeah.
Our tagline, which is news is good all the time.
Yeah.
All the time, news is good. Right?
There it is.
Today, we don't have a name yet, but it's us looking at funny 1-star reviews.
Yeah.
And laughing at them either being a good joke or these people being serious and it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
For today, we'll call it 1-star review.
Okay.
Whatever.
Sure.
I do want to read this, though. I was doing some research on my vacation. I tend to do this. And I started realizing that. So this is a helpful part. I started realizing that, and I text you about some of this. I've been intaking too much negativity.
Yeah.
Well, a way to do that is reading the comments. Yeah.
Oh.
Reading the comments section.
Yeah.
You know, it's not necessarily if you're buying a toothbrush, but on Instagram or Twitter or Goodreads, believe it or not, like looking up. What was that noise?
I don't know.
Anyway.
Aliens, go ahead.
On Goodreads, it did sound like an alien. On Goodreads, you'd be surprised how dark those comments can be.
I wouldn't be surprised at all.
And so,
but some of them, are horrible.
I've decided to stop looking at comments, period. Because it's just, I need to be better at, and this is not being naive. It's just, I need to be better at what I let inside this brain. Because there's enough bad stuff that happens that we can't control.
Yeah.
So the things I can control, I'm going to control it.
And like you said, there's reviews that are just to be funny, but some reviews are just downright. You have nothing better to do.
Yeah, and they're awful.
And why are you doing?
They're awful, and you have no context to the person. You don't know. You don't know how educated they are. You don't know how psychologically stable they are, or sober. Or you don't know the demographic for which they come from. Their social class. You don't know anything.
Nope.
And anyway, all that to say, I read a very great New York Times article from like 2015.
Okay.
And it was talking about why you should never trust negative online reviews, which was a great thing while I was, going through this journey of my mind. And I just wanted to read this because it was hilarious. So the article starts out with this. The Great Wall of China has more than 9,000 Google reviews with an average of 4.2 stars. Not bad for one of the most astonishing achievements in human history. It's brilliant. That line is those two sentences are brilliant because it's true. It's like, dude, who are you to review something like the Great Wall of China?
Yeah.
And this is kind of what people do is they think they had this sort of inflated sense of importance.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's like these people literally built the Great Wall of China, and you're like, you're giving it a negative review.
Yeah, I know.
It's
probably
ridiculous.
have never built anything in your life, by the way.
And that's the Great Wall of China, but you can apply this to anything.
Sure.
You know, we see it all the time. We put hours and hours and hours every week into this.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone will just like throw the worst comment to us and just be critical. And it's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
How you gonna make fun of that? Like, what is that? One of the 8th wonder of the worlds or something like that?
Yeah.
8th wonder of the world?
You talking about twerk ethic?
Well, that too. No, the twerk ethic is the 9th.
Okay. Twerk ethic is the 9th wonder of the world.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you were saying.
I agree. Yeah, it's a marvel. You can see it from space.
Right.
It's like, dude, what have you built?
I know.
You ain't even finished the shed out back like your wife told you to. You ain't done nothing.
Same with anything though. It's like people that might, say something about other people's music. It's like, I'm sorry, do you play? Do you write?
Yeah.
Or about our podcast. Like, where's your podcast? Let me go listen to yours and just critique you without doing anything at all.
People who review music,
but
they beat it up.
Let's get a little lighter and let's actually read some 1-star reviews, but only about national parks.
Yeah.
Because to me, that's the funnier one where it's like, you have literally critiqued.
This is where I take my glasses off.
You've critiqued nature. So
yeah, for sure.
I got one.
Okay.
First one is for Yosemite. Okay. 1-star review. This is in 2015. Doesn't have their name. Terrible experience. We drove into the park and were unable to find parking anywhere. After 2 hours of searching for a parking, 2 hours? Really? I doubt that. Anyway, we ended up leaving the park without using our $150 tram tickets. It is completely overcrowded, and shame on park officials for taking $30 per vehicle with no concern as to whether you will have a place to park the vehicle or not. How about you cut down the surrounding trees and make another parking lot or 5? How dumb are you?
No. Oh my gosh.
Oh man. Anyway, you got one?
Yeah. Mine is from the I don't know how to say this name. Muir. Muir?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's the Redwood Forest out in California. San Francisco to be exact.
Yeah.
And most of the complaints are about parking, which I get. It's fine. And apparently you have to make a reservation before you go there. I didn't know that. Of course, I've never been to San Fran either. But I want to go there because, well, one, the Redwoods are awesome.
Yeah.
And number two,
they're awesome.
That's where George Lucas shot for Star Wars. And that's indoor.
That's a good reason.
Anyway, that's where the Ewoks lived. But there's one review that said, horrible place. Every tree in it should have been either chopped or burnt down long ago. That's his review. That's it.
Wow.
1 star, bro.
All right.
1 star.
I got one.
And somebody clicked the helpful like button.
That is funny. You see, sometimes you see these awful reviews and you see people that liked it. And I'm like, wow, there are more of you.
They're probably laughing at it like we
This
are.
is disturbing. All right, I got one. You ready?
Yeah.
This is for the Grand Canyon.
Oh, okay.
Which is the greatest thing I've ever seen in the world.
That's what I hear. Never been there.
I've traveled the world. I've seen a lot of things. This is, so far, the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
I thought maybe I should read this review with the Cowboy JT.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
All right. This is a review from Harley Istic of the Grand Canyon. You ready?
Okay.
Honestly, I don't get it. It's just a big old hole in the ground. I mean, it does have a beautiful view, but people over there hyping about a big old hole in the ground. Hours and hours of just walking around this hole. Sorry to sound harsh.
Sorry to sound harsh.
And 5 people liked it. Where's your review from?
Well, I'm going to read it first, and then I'm going to tell you where it's from.
Okay.
Don't buy the membership. They will unannounced cancel your membership.
All right.
Still charge you. Customer service is horrible. Employees are racist.
Is this Chick-fil-A?
Six Flags over Georgia.
Wow.
It is a park, just not the park we were talking about.
All right.
What you got, bruh?
So I'm still in the Grand Canyon.
Okay.
And I'm noticing a theme, which is pretty funny. All the reviewers, not all, but a lot of the reviewers are doing 1 star, and they're talking about having lost their pants. And it wasn't just one person.
Right.
It's like an ongoing thread of like, dude, I heard about everyone talking about losing their pants, and I lost my pants too. Like this review.
Nice.
This is like 100 people down. This guy says, average and unremarkable canyon. What? But then he says, but incredible secondhand pants store next to the gift shop with great variety and reasonable prices.
Nice.
Some of these, or a lot of these, you can tell are on purpose. But then there are some people where you're like, you literally took a trip to the Grand Canyon. Like this is something you did in your life.
Yeah.
And then you went online to review it with a 1 star.
Yeah.
You should be removed from sight. No one should ever see you again.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Do you have one?
I do.
Well, let's make this the final one. This has been this has been a good segment, though.
Okay, then I will think of another joke.
Michael Scott?
Yeah. Really beautiful place, and would have loved to stay longer than a half an hour. But because I had a camper's backpack, was asked for ID and told to leave since I was homeless. So if you're homeless and security finds you out, you can't even pass through. No freedom here, unfortunately.
Hardee's?
Central Park.
Gosh.
The Central Park Rangers.
Yeah.
They're ruthless, apparently.
Wow. And that, again, I didn't even know you could review the Central Park.
Right.
These are things I would never, ever, ever think of doing.
Yeah. No, I know.
Like, I bet you Little Mulberry you can review. But why?
True. I don't know. Apparently they exist.
Do you have one?
Yeah, there's one 1-star review. Actually, there's 2.
Little Mulberry?
Yeah.
What's it say?
I used to love this park and would walk the trails all the time over the years. Blow up. There we go. But recently I've noticed some creepy men at Mulberry. It's not me. I haven't been there. And have been followed a couple of occasions. One older man in particular followed me into the more hidden trail.
Ooh.
And would not leave me alone and kept talking to me and getting too close to me.
But see,
so after that experience, I will not return. PSA to always bring pepper spray and a taser to Little Mulberry.
Wow.
Jeez.
So I'm a little conflicted on that because here's what I'll say.
Yeah.
And we should probably, I think that's enough reviews for today. But here's what I'll say. I get it. I understand. Like, that is helpful that someone put, it's dangerous.
Sure.
But at the same time, what really can be done with that information? Because it's a public park.
Right.
Now I understand, like, I've never seen Little Mulberry Rangers.
No.
So I'm like, how could you stop creepy men from going to a public park. I'm not sure. But I guess it is informative for those who like,
right.
Don't want to be followed into a hidden trail. I understand that.
True.
I am a full-grown man with a beard, and I don't want that to happen to me either. So, yeah, I don't know. That to me, though, is less a review of the park itself, and that's a review of like that shouldn't be on Google. They should contact whoever is the authority.
Yeah.
And say
some type of law enforcement.
Yeah, some type
park ranger.
Yeah, that's not I guess what I'm trying to say, it's not a review of the park.
Right. No.
No. It's a review of your safety.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now I'm just rambling. But I love this segment so much.
It's pretty good.
It helps me to laugh at it, because if I'm not laughing at it, I get really depressed at how stupid people can be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
Because usually the stupid people are the ones doing the 1-star reviews.
Yeah.
I would imagine most people, even if they're negative, are doing 3-star, but most of them just aren't reviewing.
Yeah.
I don't review anything.
Yeah.
I tried it for a while to like build up some program with Google.
Yeah.
Be a Google expert.
Right.
And I was just like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Like, because again, it's an inflated sense of importance. And it's like, I'm just not that important. You don't know me. If I come home and I say, Nate, this place we went to when we were in, I don't know, Chattanooga, you should go there. Well, you have a little bit of context. You know me. You know what kind of food I think is good.
Right.
You know all these things. And so you take that into consideration and you're like, hey, if Jeremy said it's good, it's probably good.
Yep.
But if some person that you have no idea says it's good, I mean, what do you do with that?
I don't know.
The answer is nothing, because I've been to restaurants, 4.7 stars.
Yeah.
Not good.
Right. They exist.
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think this is a good.
I mean, you have to take that stuff with some Epsom salt. Grain of salt.
Take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
And some pepper spray.
Yeah.
And protect yourself.
And you'll be safe.
Yeah. Well, buddy, I've really enjoyed this. It's good to be back in the swing.
Yep.
Back in the saddle again.
Yep.
Is that the Aerosmith song?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Speaking of, sorry about your swing.
Oh, yeah.
Rip.
So Nate was sitting on the swing and it broke. But it was not Nate's fault. Jared, if you're listening, Jared Poff, it's not your fault either.
It's not your fault.
It is Bobby's fault. So, Bobby, if you're listening, you were the one to sit down.
You loosened it for me, pal. In
addition to Jared, and while they were there on Saturday, we heard this loud, but nothing happened. And we were like, that wasn't good.
Right.
And so we immediately got Bobby off of it. And then today, you sat down. The first person to sit on that swing since they did. And you fell so hard. It was so loud.
Yeah.
But you're okay.
Yeah.
The swing did not break.
Nope.
Your phone did not break.
Nope.
But we almost had a heart attack.
I was in shock.
Yeah.
To say the least.
It was something I wish we had on video.
Jeremy? Why are you crooked? Oh, that's me. Sitting halfway on the ground.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, as we do, I would like you to take us out of here.
Okay.
So take us out of here as someone from the Grand Canyon might say.
Oh, okay. Watch out for that cliff. What cliff?
That's the dad joke of the year.
Yes.
Bye, y'all.
See ya.